So with the ore blocking process, there's a big challenge for customers because it's done by geologists, and I know lots of great geologists, they're nice people. But one of the issues is if you give the same data set to 3 different geologists, you will get 3 different answers. And how can that possibly be the best answer for the business? How can that be the most value generating process for a business? So with the automated ore blocker, we've now got a tool that is objective and produces repeatable results. And it allows people to configure constraints and parameters around the process, and they can now run multiple scenarios really, really quickly and assess the differences, the pros and cons of each scenario. But they've got the confidence and there's technical assurance around objective and repeatable process for ore blocking.
Now, adding to that is this concept of now blocking out across an entire bench, so perhaps doing 30 or 40 blasts at one time. And as Heath said, run multiple scenarios, different flitch heights, so looking at it not only in 2D but 3D is really valuable for organisations.
That aspect is a real distinguishing feature of our solution, the fact that what Mark's built there can optimise over the bench height. Typically, there are a couple of competitive solutions out there, but they don't do that. So that's a really distinguishing feature. And coming back to the discussion about block models getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, well, the poor old mine geologist is now having to deal with more and more parameters to come up with that ore blocking. So how can a geologist juggle a dozen, 20 different parameters and get an optimal solution? This is why we use computers, why we use optimization engines to do that, and it's repeatable. The geologists tend to be conservative. They don't want to over-predict the amount of high-grade ore and then under-deliver. So they tend to undercall, only by a few percent. So by having an objective and repeatable process, you eliminate that subjective bias in the process.